This video is brought to you by Robinhood, the investment brokerage app that lets you buy stocks, ETFs, and cryptocurrencies, all commission free. The gains have just gotten ridiculous at this point. Even I think that this is crazy. Chinese coffee stock up 45%. Yeah, I guess I'll take those gains. Look, click the link in the description below to download Robinhood and get your absolutely free stock and start cashing in on these gains because apparently the stock market is on rookie mode right now. What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got some excellent and explosive action for you guys to check out. Make sure you don't blink because these duels are gonna go from Phil's bad man to Phil's dead man in a matter of moments. That's just how quick they're going to go by. And that's actually kind of interesting because this first duel is a tag duel. You see 16,000 life points, but for all intents and purposes, this is basically gonna be a singles duel because these things are gonna go by lightning fast. And at the bottom, we have, I'm just going to call it a machine-based deck because you got so many different moving parts and archetypes, whether it be Rank 10 trains, Infinite Tracks, and also Machinas up in here. So I'm not sure exactly what the theme is, but maybe Red Eyes Dragoon deck is also the theme. And that's going to be battling against a whopping 4-hand traps, which if you can combo through 4-hand traps, more power to you. This is actually not the player who's going to be really doing the majority of the dueling, which is one of the weird things about tag duels. Like, you really got to be careful about what you're doing on the turn 0. Anyways, I believe that pretty much none of what the machine player at the bottom wants to do is going to be successful. Goes for Verde Anaconda. We know that that's not going to resolve because we had 2 impermanences, not just 1. So we'll just go ahead and take the free 2,000 life points. Also, Red Eyes Fusion will hit the graveyard. And this means most likely Verde Anaconda, even if it does live, which is unlikely, it can't resolve a second time because most people only run 1 copy of this card. If you're in the OCG, you're forced to run 1 copy of the card because it is, currently at limited status. Anyways, gonna try to get some Infinite Track stuff going on. That's not gonna work either, just activating the DD Crow. And looks like 3 hand traps was enough, but also had the Ash Blossom, so you can kind of take it for what you will, that the combo was just never really gonna be successful. Let's see what the deck is let's see what the tag partner has up for the duel, and that would be the Malefic deck. Now, Malefics have always been a deck that has a lot of raw power, but it's always kind of been ruined by the stupid condition of you can only control 1 Malefic monster at a time, and it's always just been known to me as a skill drain deck, and largely that you can't even play that anymore in the TCG because we only got 1 skill drain. However, with some of the new cards, mainly this card, Malefic Territory, they have completely ignored, they've completely done away with that dumb condition of only 1 Malefic monster at a time. So it makes it so that you can have multiple monsters and you can attack with basically all of them. Now it's a legitimate OTK deck, even without cheese cards like limiter removal. So you guys might have missed it. I believe Malefic World hit the field. It was there for what, less than half a second, and then we switched out for the Mound of the Bound Creator, which gives our monsters targeting protection. Well, not all of them, but a lot of the Malefic monsters are like 8s and 10s and stuff like that. We're going to see Melody of the Awakening Dragon use, and that's going to trade Rainbow Dragon in for, ironically, another copy of Rainbow Dragon. It's an evil Rainbow Dragon, but actually, no, is the evil Rainbow Dragon, would that be Rainbow Dark Dragon? This is a more eviler, but less evil than Rainbow Dark Dragon. There we go. We'll go with that. Anyways, we got a Synchro Summon. Now we're going to drop that Malefic copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Not done yet. We still got to drop the Malefic Rainbow Dragon, but we need to go further beyond Super Saiyan 3 territory. That means by activating Malefic Selector, we can get 2 more big monsters from our deck. This is how really the deck was supposed to be played. I mean, somewhere out there, Paradox is smiling because he's like, yeah, this is what I was aiming for in the Yu-Gi-Oh movie. All I ever wanted was to be able to OTK with 5 colossal Malefic monsters in a turn. Well, this isn't a Malefic, but you get what I'm saying. They're all dark attribute. Why couldn't he do this until 2020? That's all he wanted in that movie. Anyways, their effects turn off during the battle phase, and then you can just lay the whooping on your opponent. There's not going to be any survival. See, that's what Malefic should be able to do. Honestly, well, now I was going to say maybe you can run Extravagance, but too many of the Malefic monsters, like Cyber and stuff, they require you banishing specific monsters from your extra deck. So yeah, maybe that won't work. Maybe something like Desires would actually be better. But yeah, player at the top, they're definitely getting OTK. Second duel is going to be Math Max against Adamantipator. Adamantipator's probably the better deck, but I believe that Mathmex is one of the most underappreciated decks in the format. Gonna go for the first XC. This is the one that gives you a search, so not bad. He will be hit with Nibiru here, trying to do a little too much summoning there, but it's perfectly fine. Look, I've come to the conclusion when it comes specifically with Mathmex, if you can resolve Superfactual, you can basically win the duel because you essentially get double disruption against your opponent. You not only Trish them, which takes away 2 of their cards, but then if you happen to have, let me see if I can find them. This one right here, Diameter, you also get negation out of your Mathmech Trishula, so you kind of get like 3 disruptions out of 1 card resolving. Now, if your opponent has something like DD Crow or Red Reboot, or they can just stop this card, okay, you're probably toast. You're probably gonna lose. But honestly, I've never seen a person actually lose the duel when they resolve this card. It's like the win condition of the deck, or it kind of turbos out the win condition. What's the word I want? Amplifies? No, that's not the word I'm looking for either. Anyways, yeah, I think that it's probably going to be successful here. Adamanticators get a free draw, and everything looks pretty good. I don't know about drawing the Red Eyes Fusion. That doesn't seem like the most optimal draw. It's going to go for the copy of Abyss Dweller. I don't think I understand that because I don't think Mathmex really have anything that activates in the graveyard. This is telling me maybe he doesn't know the matchup that well. Anyways, Hallowfire Brax is going to be used, and this is when he's going to activate the Superfactual, which summons 3 Mathmex back from the graveyard, and then it makes it so that you immediately either Synchro Summon or Exceed. I've never seen anyone Synchro Summon off of this card. They always Exceed Summon because when you Exceed Summon, you get to do this. You get to go into your Mathmech Trishula. This means you take a card from your opponent's field and from their hand, so bye-bye Hallowfire Brax, bye-bye Red Eyes Fusion, and then in addition to that, this guy has negation because he was summoned with the Diameter. So when he tries to go for the effect of Link Cross, we just negate that. Now your board is a hot mess with a bunch of jumbled up random pieces. I mean, I guess technically, what are your arrows? I guess technically, maybe you could find a way to go for like Boral Sword Dragon or Boral Low Dragon or something like that. If you could get this token off field and turn it into like an effect monster, but that's not what you really want to be going for when you're playing Adamanticators. And when you successfully resolve Hallowfire Brax, you're looking to combo. You're not looking to go for Boral Sword, Boral Load Pass, or some cheese like that. Not to mention, with these cards in his hand, like 4 cards, he was probably going to be able to kill you anyway. So now with Mathmex, all we have to do is just take our opponent's monster down to 0 attack, as he did with Link Cross, and then it's as simple as just getting to the level 12 Synchro monster, and usually you can just one-shot your opponent. I like Mathmex, right? Because it feels like Crusadia Go first and Crusadia Go second, built into one deck. Not as individually strong as either one of those decks in their area of expertise, but it feels like it's like a cross between those 2 decks, right? This deck has enough negation or enough disruption to, like, you know, stop the opponent, but then you also have the OTK cheese where you can summon Final Sigma, double its attack, and then he gets double battle damage. So we're easily able to do like 12,000 damage to a Link Cross that was 0 attack. I mean, honestly, it didn't even matter. Even if the Link Cross was full attack, what's 900 going to do against, you know, what would have been over 11,000 damage? Somewhere in that, actually over like 10,000, somewhere in that category. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at the Malefic deck right quick. I don't really feel it necessary to show the Mathmech deck. I had Mathmex on the channel not that long ago. I think I might even have another Mathmech duel coming right up. So Malefics, of course, well, I can't say just like Mathmex, but Malefics are always going to be a blind go second deck because, I mean, just do you see the size of these damn things? Like, every monster in the deck is like over 3,000 attack, basically. 4,000 attack, another 4,000 attack, 4,000 attack, 3,000 attack, 2,500. I mean, you look at Malefic starters and you're like, dude, you're the weenie in this group, seriously. 5,000 attack from Malefic Truth, and then you have like the Synchro Enablers. This one letting you actually synchro summon from your hand. Ironically, even though I'm not showing you guys the Mathmech deck profile, there are some Mathmech cards in here because Malefic Parallel Gear lets you synchro summon using a Malefic monster in your hand. So if you happen to use one of the 10s, you can actually synchro summon into Final Sigma, which of course does that battle damage, or that double battle damage. And if it somehow dies, you can actually reborn it because he's playing the Mathmech equation, which is like Monster Reborn for the archetype, or if you want to, I don't know, use it for something else and then you just want to like reborn it that way. I do like the Winged Dragon Around Spear mode. This deck is not super beholden to its normal summon because, of course, you are special summoning all these big guys. So Spear Mode is an excellent card for going second, breaking them boards, and then you can just try to, well, you can't run this over. So it is kind of like you might have to leave your opponent with like one monster that you can run over or something like that. But it is kind of an excellent, go second card for like breaking opponents' boards. I wish, is there a level 10 like draw card? Because I feel like that would be super useful in here. I mean, you'd not only be able to use it with these big Malefic monsters, but also with a Spear Mode that could potentially be dead. Konami, get us that level 10 card, because I know Trade-in's level 8, and we also have, I forget the name of it, but we have one for level 9. The Generators players, they use that sometimes. Anyways, if you guys are interested in this Malefic build, of course, it will be in the description below. Thank you guys for watching as always. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.